Okay, we've got fascinating new details about Jake Barber that are emerging, so let's talk about them. Get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I'll talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Yeah, so Jake Barber, the huge new UFO whistleblower, who hopefully will be the new David Grush, is of course making the rounds on social media. Everybody's trying to figure out who this guy is, and we're finding out really interesting things about him. To start with, this isn't the first time we've seen him, yeah, even on News Nation. I talked the other day about how there was a piece about him doing jujitsu. Well, now there's another thing that's come along, and that he has created his own private corporation or company that are investigating UFOs privately. And recently they've been studying the mystery drones. And this is a brand new company. But yeah, just a couple months ago or a month or so ago, Ross was interviewing him about the mystery drones in this new company. Skywatcher, I think is the name.
Well, we've now got an exclusive interview with a new company that's been working with the Defence Department on this investigation. It's called Skywatcher Technologies Corporation, and the two principal co-founders, Jake Barber and James Fowler, are with me now. Jake Barber, what can you tell me about the work that Skywatcher's been doing on location in New Jersey?
Yeah, so Skywatcher, we provide services, broadly speaking, in aerial intelligence, aerial observation, and trying to compile sensor data in a comprehensive fashion to allow people like the law enforcement agencies working in combination in New Jersey to begin to form a picture that can translate into what we call actionable intelligence, to be able to identify what's going on. The why and who are where we're focused right now. Who is operating the activity, and we'll add another one, what, because what is in question as well. What is operating in the skies over New Jersey? Who is in command of the craft or et cetera that's operating in the skies over New Jersey? And then ultimately, the biggest question that everyone is having fun speculating on right now is why? Why are they doing it?
Okay, now his buddy over here, his co-founder, when asked about this, leans heavily into the Chinese explanation. He cites the Chinese spy that was caught with a drone. I think he was getting a drone out of a tree. Then he says, yeah, well, since China has a history of drone spying in the U.S., it's clear the mystery drones must be the Chinese. Now, to me, that example is exactly why the Chinese aren't behind the mystery drones. You know, they got caught with a drone in a tree. Does that sound like somebody that's capable of this global anomalous phenomenon that, we can't do anything about? They're getting their drones caught in trees. When the mystery drones get stuck in a tree, they just vanish before the police officer's eyes, as I've reported on before. An actual case that happened a few weeks ago. So anyway, but there you go. Skywatcher, this new company, is looking into the mystery drones, and Jake Barber is doing that on his own time, which is insane. I don't know how this guy gets anything done. Now Skywatcher is Jake is talking about this on Twitter. Skywatcher now has its own Twitter account, and Jake is saying, Skywatcher is an elite team of aerial intelligence experts and scientists. We are privately funded and not seeking any form of revenue or funding from the public. We hope this proves to be a valuable gift to the world as we usher in the new era. Well, that sounds really exciting. Meanwhile, the Pentagon is denying Jake Barber's claims about UFO crash retrievals and secret government programs.
Simple fact is that there is a problem, Chris. The Pentagon is consistently trying to evade answering questions on this subject. They've told us that they have confirmed that Jacob Barber's claims have been made, that they're aware of the claims, but they're maintaining their persistent claim that there is no evidence of any programs regarding the possession of reverse engineering of extraterrestrial materials.
Shocking, right? Pentagon says there's no UFO control group. Well, I guess there's no UFO control group. Problem solved. Oh yeah, and when Jake Barber isn't reverse engineering or when he isn't performing crash retrievals on UFOs, and starting his own civilian organization to study UFOs, and also helping kids fight off bullies with martial arts. He has a band. Yeah, Stephen Greenstreet again is trying to trot this out to discredit Jake. But yeah, Jake has his own band. I love it. I love it. This guy is a mensch. Yeah, and other interesting stuff is coming out. We have a back and forth that Michael Herrera himself chimes in on. Elvis McQueen says it appears as though the topic of psionics is about to enter the chat. The subject hasn't received much attention in the public conversation, nor has it been discussed during the committee hearings, save for Anna Polina Luna's question to Lou Elizondo regarding mind-body connection in the craft. If you understand the mechanisms in play here, not just between humans and NHI, but between humans and so many other aspects of our reality, then you understand the significance of this. Many suspect there are deeper secrets at the core of the UAP UFO mystery. This is one of those secrets. And this is because Jake is apparently going to talk about the psionic relationship with ET. And Mike Herrera has replied. Mike says psionic potential predisposition is the correct order, aka P3. I may have said the other way a few times publicly. So yeah, there you go. Mike Herrera talking about psionics. As he has before, go check out the awesome interview he did with me with Cosmic Road, as well as other channels. And it sounds like Jake Barber may get into that this evening. Meanwhile, did Jake Barber submit his information to Arrow, who then lost it?
And I can tell you, Mr. Barber has overwhelming evidence. That evidence was provided originally to Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick by a member of his team, including imagery. And for some reason, that imagery and other data disappeared when the new Arrow director, the new Pentagon UFO boss, tried to investigate this material. He couldn't find it anywhere in the Pentagon's UFO office.
Yeah, it's shocking. And there the lovely Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick is right there. Apparently still not done foiling our efforts at understanding UFOs. He's losing Jake Barber's information. But speaking of Jake and his government involvement and interactions, and, has he been through Dobster and all that kind of stuff? Well, according to Stephen Greer, he has. And his appearance on Ross is the culmination of a long process and an evolving process. And Stephen Greer lays it out for us here.
What people need to understand is that this has evolved a lot in the last 2 months. As of this past summer, that individual, Jake Barber, and his team, as well as people from other sites who are working with him, we're going to just collect a lot of the evidence of the crashes, the bodies, the retrievals, the man-made craft, hand them over, and we'd put it out publicly. Then they decided to do it through some government process with an office called DOPSR.
Yeah, and he goes on, but yeah, there you go. Jake Barber has gone through DOPSR. I guess we'll find out more about that tonight, hopefully, about the mechanics of how he's able to bring this information forward. Was the video that he's going to share with us of the UFO crash retrieval, was that also cleared through DOPSR? Are we going to see a government-cleared UFO crash retrieval video? That would be insane. So, yeah, we definitely need more information about that. Of course, even if they did clear that for release, they're not going to say it's real, but they're just going to allow it to get out there. So, keep that in mind if it does turn out to be DOPSR cleared, but it would be, government sanctioned in a way. So, really interesting, really interesting. Greer also says that it was a new decision for Jake Barber and the others to unmask themselves, as Greer says, to actually use their names. They were going to be anonymous, but then they decided just to go for it put their faces and their names out there. And kudos to those guys for doing that. I can't wait for tonight. I'm getting really excited, trying to keep my expectations low. I mean, we'll see what happens. You know, as Chumble says, we've all been Lucy'd many times with, you know, Charlie Brown, Lucy in the football. So, you know, who knows what will actually happen because of this. But I'm fairly optimistic that this is going to be a really significant event. Jake Barber could be the new David Grush. He could be one step above David Grush or a couple steps because, again, he's a direct participant and he's bringing evidence with him. That can be shared publicly. You know, David Grush had evidence and he shared it behind closed doors. It was classified evidence that he shared to Congress. And yeah, he couldn't share it with the American people. But Jake Barber can, for whatever reason. And I want to know why, how he can, and everything else about it. So yeah, I'm on the edge of my seat for tonight. Now, let me know what you guys think about it all in the comments below. Are you pumped for it? Are you cautiously optimistic? Are you pessimistic? What's your temperature on Jake Barber in the new bombshell, hopefully, that will drop today with the UFO crash retrieval video and all the other information? Let me know what you think. If you've enjoyed this video, thumbs up, like and subscribe, smash the bell, buy a t-shirt, become a channel member because channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you so much, guys. Meanwhile, there's plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.